Titan Nation. How's everybody?
Titan Nation, I can tell you now, the fire sale is on. The fire sale is on, and it is on and popping. Tennessee Titans make quite a few trades, and we're going to talk about it. This season is dead, y'all. You might as well get used to it. It's only going to get worse. So we're going to have to ride this thing out. And as y'all can see on the graphic, breaking news, the Tennessee Titans have traded both DeAndre Hopkins and Ernest Jones IV. And more is probably on the way. Welcome into TNT tonight, a very special emergency edition. I am your man, Chris, a.k.a. Blue Enforcer, a.k.a. The Truth. Definitely make sure y'all follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and X. Also, definitely make sure y'all give a like to the show. And also, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to that channel. And then make sure you try to follow me on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple, and Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcast from. And everything. I originally wasn't going to do a show today because today is my lady's birthday. And, we're going to be going to dinner and celebrating her tonight. And I wasn't originally going to do a show tonight. I was going to wait till tomorrow. But with all this bad news that has come up, all I can say is this. Red alert, y'all. Red alert. Red alert. Red alert. The fire sale is on. The Titans have basically waved the white flag. They've given up. The dumpster fire is on. And the Titans have basically said, we give up. We can't win. We might as well stock up draft picks and just go ahead and look to 2025. The season is over. If you didn't think it was over after the Bills game, this more than confirms it. The Tennessee Titans today have made two trades. This morning you wake up, it's about maybe before 7 a.m. in this morning, and you wake up to DeAndre Hopkins, probably one of the best receivers the Titans have ever had, not named Derek Mason or A.J. Brown, is gone to Kansas City. And we get back a conditional 2025 fifth-round pick that can turn into a fourth-rounder if DeAndre Hopkins plays 60% of the snaps and Kansas City gets to the Super Bowl, which Kansas City has a very good shot of doing. I saw this trade this morning, and I thought, as sad as I am to see D-Hop go, because I actually like DeAndre Hopkins, I understood. It hurt. It sucks. But I get it. You might as well get something for him because you thought you didn't have to trade Derrick Henry when you could have gotten something last year and you didn't. This time you at least get something for DeAndre Hopkins, and his contract is expiring. Hate to see him go, but I absolutely understand. But it also signaled to me that Will Levis's time is just about done. There's no saving him because you basically traded away his number one option, his number one favorite target. He's gone. Who are you going to throw to besides Calvin Ridley? Now you're basically saying when Will Levis eventually becomes a starter again, he better find a way to get the ball to Calvin Ridley, and they better get on the same page. They have no choice now. But the season's over anyway, so it doesn't matter. And then get home and rest good. Around 1:30, 2 o'clock. Come to find out, the Titans aren't done yet. They might as well make another wave. Trade Ernest Jones IV, the guy they just traded for in the offseason from the Rams, and traded him to Seattle. Now, we do get back Jerome Baker, a good linebacker, and I believe a fourth-round pick from Seattle for next year, 2025 fourth-round pick. So with Ernest Jones, you give up a sixth-round pick. You got back a fifth from the Rams, and then you turn around and you get an extra fourth. So you get a fourth and a fifth-round pick essentially for Ernest Jones. DeAndre Hopkins, you get a fifth-round pick back, but you got Snead as well, and you gave up a third. But the fire sale is on, and that means nobody is safe. That there are still more trades that are going to be made. And again, this is not confirmed, but for what I've been seeing on Twitter, another guy that could be on his way out up next could be Harold Landry. And that would devastate this defense. This defense will not be the number one defense anymore. Somehow we're still up that way. But we're basically deciding, like I said, we're waving the white flag. We're giving up. Season's dead. Now, we got to look to 2025. So I think Harold Landry could be the next to go. And, of course, now, according to the Titans, they have no intention of trading Big Jeff, which tells me they might be working on it. Because anytime we've heard they're not trading certain player, not too long after that, that player gets traded. They said that about A.J. Brown. They had no intention of trading A.J. Brown until he was traded. They said that about D-Hop. We had no intention of trading D-Hop until it was done. So Harold Landry and Big Jeff could be next. And if that's the case, you know the Titans are tanking. And we might as well embrace the tank. Either crash for Cam Ward or suck for Shedeur Sanders. Those are the only two quarterbacks I would see as viable options. And you're going to have to be in the top three to pull that off. Probably top two to guarantee at least one of them. Because if New England has that number one pick, they're probably going to look at trading it. Because that could be Travis Hunter. Which is why losing games is probably our best option. Losing games is probably the best thing the Tennessee Titans can do. Honestly enough, I don't want to see the Titans win another game this season. I know what I said last week. I wanted to see the Titans win. I just want to win. I think it's my fault. I think the football gods have decided to curse me, have decided to blame me and make me suffer and make y'all suffer because me asking for victory was a little bit too much to ask. And so now I am suffering for it. Y'all are suffering for it. I know season ticket holders have wasted thousands of dollars on tickets this season, and you're not getting that back. And the Titans have basically said, we don't care about winning this year. It's all about Will Levis, and we know Will Levis is just like this, a dumpster fire. Needs to be thrown in the trash. Mason Rudolph looks like he's going to be starting on Sunday in Detroit. It's an 11-point underdog. I'm probably taking Detroit. Detroit can score 30 in their sleep. I can see another blowout coming. And that might be a good thing. So the fire sale is on. I'm a sad Titans fan today, but I understand it on the business side. On the business side, I get it. Stockpile picks because you got a 1, you got a 2, you got 2 4s, potentially 3. It'll either be 3 4s or you're going to have 2 4s and 2 5s, a 6 and a 7. So that gives me first, second, 2 4s, 2 5s, 6, 7. So we got 8 draft picks right now. And more could be on the way. Quandre Diggs could be another. You know, Amani Hooker could be possibly on the way out. You know, there's definitely some other options. But the fire sale is on, ladies and gentlemen, and there's nothing we can do about it. I mean, you know, like I said, Brian are just saying we got to reset. Winning is not the priority now. That's basically what's been said, and that's basically it. And it makes me sad because I want this team to succeed. I love this team very much. But what I love about this team is also what makes me hate this team so much. The team that you love, you also kind of hate at the same time. Because it's like, do they really care about winning? And I don't know if they do. I was listening to a show with the legendary George Plaster, and he basically was like, look, the Titan Higher Brass, Burt Nihill, and some of them, they're like, look, this new stadium getting built whether you want it or not. It's paid for. It doesn't matter if we have fans in the stands or opposing team fan. Hey, TV deal, we're making our money. And so it's sad, but I get it. Might as well stockpile picks and try again next year. But somebody maybe needs to just knock me out, put me in a coma, and maybe I'll wake up when the Titans are successful. That'll probably be another 10 to 15 years from now, at least. Maybe the Titans will be successful. But at least I have the Grizzlies who open their season tonight, and I have my Memphis Tigers. They're winning, at least. Something to cheer for. Other than that, the Titans ain't giving me much to cheer for right now. They're going to get blown out by Detroit. They're going to be 1-6. And I kind of hope we lose to the Patriots, so that way that gives us an easier ride to the number 1 pick. I hate the trades have to be made, but I understand it is a business. We got to get some draft capital, and it's done. So y'all in the comment section, let me know what y'all think of these trades. Did I curse us? I'm just a sad Titans fan, and I'm kind of like that guy. If you watch Game of Thrones, and I forgot the young man's name who was one of her sons. He became king, and Tommen Baratheon. Now, when Joffrey died, everybody was happy, myself included. But when Tommen died, I think we were all a little sad because he was maybe in over his head. He was young, but he stepped up on a ledge in the castle and just took a dive off, ended his life. But this season, that's kind of how I felt. Don't talk me off the ledge. I'm just going to jump off of it for this season. That's how I feel with 2024. Just send me to my doom. I'll reincarnated, wake me up for 2025 because this season is dead. But y'all in the comment section, let me know what you think. It's a sad day right now for Titan Nation, but understand it's business. The Tennessee Titans have waved the proverbial white flag. The fire sale is on. Again, DeAndre Hopkins traded to the Kansas City Chiefs for a 2025 fifth-round pick that could turn into a fourth-rounder if he plays 60% of the snaps and the Kansas City Chiefs get to the Super Bowl. Ernest Jones IV traded to the Seattle Seahawks for Jerome Baker and a 2025 fourth-round pick. And more trades are probably on the way. So let me know what y'all think. Can we all just give us a big virtual hug? Because this is probably one of the worst seasons I've experienced since the Wisenhunt era. Or really since when Jeff Fisher maybe had a 5-12 season, and a 5-11 or 4-12 season a couple of years ago, back in maybe 2004, 2005. It was that bad. It's worse than that. Just as bad as Wisenhunt. But y'all let me know what you think in the comments. I should be on for a show tomorrow previewing Detroit and the loss that will come from that. Make sure y'all like, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. And you know what? Tighten up. Because that's all we know how to do, y'all. Let's not cry, y'all. It's the darkest before the dawn. It usually gets worse before it gets better. Tighten up. Because that's all we know how to do. Good night, y'all.